Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Back we are with Final Fantasy IX, and we're so close to getting Excalibur II now. You can almost see it. Well, it's in this dungeon, so that's not far off, to be honest with you. So this is going to be covering this video section D4-03 of a Thomas's walkthrough, and we are just going to be taking on another boss today, which is Tiamat. So from this alcove here, you can loot the rune claws. I'm going to give those to Amaranth, but also make sure that Steiner has the coral sword so that we can use charge. And as you run up the steps, then the boss will begin. So if you're doing this properly, it is going to probably take you a good few attempts, since you basically need the boss to not cast any AoE attacks. Otherwise, obviously, that's going to cause you a whole host of problems. You do have Zidane with auto life, and you can use jump on Freya so that she can avoid the damage if he does. But obviously there is still a lot of luck involved in that. So ultimately, just hope he doesn't cast AoE and wipe out the party. Now, what is very important in this battle is to make sure you steal the blood sword. So even if you manage to kill him, if you don't have the blood sword, you'll have to restart. And since a lot of the damage that you're going to be relying on in this fight is going to come from Steiner casting charge, you might want to from time to time to throw an ether on him, especially because this boss has quite the nasty ability of actually absorbing MP. And there's one of the examples of his AoE abilities. Fortunately, I had Freya in the air at the time, so only 2 characters have been killed. As long as we can get them resurrected and have a little bit more luck as we do so, in terms of his future abilities not being AoE, then we might be able to salvage this encounter. At least that's what I'm hoping for right now. So unfortunately, Steiner doesn't have a whole lot of MP. I mean, I'm talking about his max MP. And charge costs 10 MP. So you are going to be going through ethers if you are going to be relying on charge. And the strategy for this fight is to rely on charge, which is annoying because, as you just saw, as I mentioned, he does like to drag your MP out. He also likes to absorb your strength, meaning that not only is he going to do more damage when he attacks physically, I mean, he's going to one-shot you anyway if he doesn't miss, but also he's going to make your party weaker. So just something else to bear in mind there as well. You do not want this battle to drag on, or your stats will be lowered too much. And there's the blood sword, so all I need to do now is focus on killing him. Just resurrect people as and when need be with Phoenix Downs, and just try and basically lay on as much damage as is possible. Just be wary as well about using battle assist. Yes, it's nice to have full ATB gauges, but of course as well you're also going to be healing people up, and then you won't be able to use Steiner's charge. Twister, well, this is just a horrible ability. So fortunately Freya is in the air. So if Freya has a chance of Phoenix Downing all these guys, then we might be able to salvage this fight. But to be honest, if you're tight on time, you might want to restart if people start dying to AoE attacks, because we're going to end up losing time on this fight now that we don't really want to lose. But because we are ahead of schedule, I'm not going to worry too much about it, so we've got that little bit of leeway to play with. But it is just something to bear in mind. And I've just popped on max damage here because I do think we need to try and finish this fight now, sooner rather than later. And I'm going to try and resurrect some other people so that we can get some AP rewards at the end. Though it's not essential to have everybody alive, Thomas's guide does say to revive people afterwards. And yeah, I'm happy with that attack, since it's not going to kill anyone. And let's try and get Steiner back to life. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Amaranth. We'll see after this attack if the boss is still alive. No, he's dead. Well, there we have it, the end of Tiamat. And so we're going to just get some AP now on 3 characters, which is fine. Most of our experience and AP farming is of course going to be taking place after we've gone ahead and grabbed the Excalibur II sword. So make sure you get Phoenix down on anybody that's died here, and then head into the next area. We're going to just sort people's equipment out actually while we're here, and abilities. But also make sure you put an ether on anybody with low MP. Now, the guide does say to sort their equipment out after the next save point, but I'm going to do it now while I remember. And we're going to sort it out in the following way. We're going to make sure that everybody has Distract, Devil Killer and Body Temp where appropriate. We're actually going to give Steiner some equipment before we can give him any abilities. And that's the Genji armor, which we collected or stole. Did we steal that one? Yeah, from the last boss, wasn't it? Before today. So give him the Genji armor and also the diamond gloves. And give Freya the diamond gloves as well. And then we're going to just sort out abilities here. And just to confirm, it's Distract, Devil Killer and Body Temp. Oh man, I've gone a little bit slow with sorting all this out. So I've probably lost a bit of time on this. I did give Zidane the ribbon as well, as you just saw. Body Temp, that's what we want. No Body Temp for Freya. And Amaranth should already have it equipped. Yes, I think I saw that. Yep, he has. That's fine. And he doesn't have Distracts. Okay. So if we head up here now, there's a save crystal. Just turn off max damage. I don't want to be using that forever. Oops. There we go. Okay. Right, over here then to the save point. It's a hidden one. You don't have to use it, in fact, if you're playing with with safe travel, with no battles. But if you're not, then it's worth using, because you might need to reset if you get battles now between that save crystal and the one that's just coming up in a few screens' time. Okay, so up these stairs, and in the next area there is a minor cutscene, so it might be worth just whacking on high speed mode. And that's pretty much going to be all there is to this. Head into this next area, and there's our save crystal, which brings us to the end of the episode. So this is quite a quick one. It was literally just taking care of Tiamat, and in fact the next episode is going to be just as quick. We've got one more boss to take care of in that, and then we'll basically be saving again. And then the episode after that, which will be D4-05, well, that's going to be the episode where we loot Excalibur II. So as I said at the start, we're so close to it now. You've all done very well. Those of you that have followed along and got this far, well done. And I know that many of you have actually got better times than mine as well, which is impressive. But let's go and have a look at the target time compared to the time that I've got. So the target time for the end of this episode is 11 hours, 10 minutes and 59 seconds. And we're at 10 hours, 57 minutes. Hang on, so I gave you the wrong target time then. It's 11 hours and 6 minutes and 12 seconds. I was giving you the next episode's target time. In other words, we're about 9 minutes or so ahead of schedule. So I don't see any problems now whatsoever in getting to Excalibur 2 within the 12-hour time limit. It's not going to take an hour to do the next two bosses. Probably take about 10 minutes. But there we go then, guys. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, don't forget to drop a like. And come back soon as we continue on and pretty much finish off our Excalibur 2 walkthrough. See you then.